heavy steps. And then there was this roar.
The casting process for the Incredible Hulk television series in 1977 was a careful and deliberate one. For the title role, producer Kenneth Johnson wanted an actor who could convey both strength and sensitivity. After seeing a number of actors, he chose Bill Bixby, known for his work in series like My Favorite Martian and The Courtship of Eddie's Father. Bixby's ability to portray David Banner's intelligence, charm, and inner turmoil won Johnson over. For the Hulk, Johnson sought an actor who could physically embody the character while also conveying its emotional depth. After testing a few actors in a foam rubber suit, they chose Lou Ferrigno, a former Mr. Universe who had no previous acting experience. Ferrigno's impressive physique and gentle nature made him an ideal choice. The chemistry between Bixby and Ferrigno was crucial, so the producers arranged a meeting between the two. Their instant camaraderie and mutual respect paved the way for their successful collaboration throughout the series. Jack Colvin, who played Jack McGee, the investigative reporter obsessed with finding the Hulk, was cast partly due to his extensive stage experience. Colvin's ability to balance skepticism, determination, and fear made his character a compelling adversary. In summary, the casting of The Incredible Hulk combined the talents of Bill Bixby, Lou Ferrigno, and Jack Colvin, each bringing their unique strengths to create a memorable and enduring television series. The Incredible Hulk TV series, which first aired in 1977, was directed by Kenneth Johnson. Johnson's directorial vision was heavily influenced by the classic comic book series and the desire to create a thoughtful, emotional narrative. He aimed to depict the Hulk, not just as a monster, but as a tragic figure struggling with his inner demons. Johnson's style was characterized by a blend of action, drama, and suspense. He often used wide shots to capture the vast landscapes where the Hulk would roam, and close-ups to highlight the emotional turmoil of the characters. He also favored a muted color palette to reflect the somber tone of the series. In terms of collaboration, Johnson worked closely with the cast and crew to ensure that everyone was on the same page regarding the show's vision and tone. He encouraged the actors to bring their own interpretations to their characters, resulting in a more authentic and engaging performance. Johnson also worked closely with the special effects team to create the Hulk's impressive transformations and movements. Johnson's approach to directing The Incredible Hulk was heavily influenced by his background in television and his love for character-driven narratives. He sought to create a show that was not only entertaining, but also emotionally resonant, and his directorial vision has left a lasting impact on the superhero genre.
Careful that the splash oil all over your nice car.
Getting pretty tense these days, Mike. I think, wow.
The Incredible Hulk TV series from 1977 is a classic that many people love. It tells the story of Dr. Bruce Banner, who transforms into a huge, powerful green creature when he gets angry. The show is full of action, drama, and special effects that still hold up today. Did you know that there are many funny, shocking, and sad facts about this TV series? For example, did you know that the Hulk's iconic roar is actually the sound of a slowed-down car crash? Or that the show was almost canceled after the first 5 episodes? We'll be sharing these facts and more with you, so make sure to keep watching this video. In the meantime, we'd love to hear about your most cherished memory or personal experience related to The Incredible Hulk. Share your stories and memories in the comments below. As for our favorite role in the series, it's hard to choose. But if we had to pick, we'd probably go with Bill Bixby's portrayal of Dr. Bruce Banner. His nuanced and emotional performance really brought the character to life and made us root for him, even when he was at his most monstrous. So sit back, relax, and get ready to learn some fascinating facts about the Incredible Hulk. And don't forget to share your own memories and experiences with us in the comments below.
Dr. Malone didn't think they were very important. He wanted to avoid the controversy.
Dr. Malone.
The Incredible Hulk, a 1977 TV series, was produced with careful attention to set design and location. The production team created a unique lab set for Dr. David Banner's experiments, equipped with high-tech equipment of the time, such as analog computers and oscilloscopes, to ensure visual authenticity. The series was primarily filmed in California, utilizing various locations to represent different parts of the United States. For instance, the Universal Studios backlot in Los Angeles stood in for New York City, while rural areas in California were used to depict the series' small-town settings. One logistical challenge was transforming actor Bill Bixby into the Hulk, portrayed by Lou Ferrigno. The makeup process was time-consuming, taking up to 3 hours to apply, and the production team had to ensure that Ferrigno's makeup remained consistent throughout the shooting. To tackle this challenge, the team developed a unique technique called makeup silicone molds. These molds allowed for consistent application and replication of the Hulk's makeup, ensuring continuity between scenes and shooting days. The series also employed innovative camera techniques to capture the Hulk's superhuman strength and agility. The production team used slow motion and jump cut editing to emphasize the Hulk's power, creating a distinctive visual style for the show. In summary, the Incredible Hulk's production team skillfully managed logistical challenges and employed innovative techniques to create a visually engaging and memorable TV series.
I've held this press conference to assure those who are concerned that I'm in good health.
In the 1970s, the adaptation of comic books to film and television was not as prevalent as it is today. This was partly due to the limited visual effects available at the time, which made it challenging to realistically portray comic characters on screen. However, in 1977, The Incredible Hulk became one of the first comic book adaptations to be aired on television. Despite the potential for it to be a campy show about a giant green monster, it was received as a serious and realistic drama, gaining a significant following. The show follows the story of Dr. David Banner, a compassionate and likable character who is trying to discover the secrets of human strength after his wife's death in a car accident. Banner's obsession with finding hidden strength leads him to conduct an experiment on himself, exposing himself to gamma radiation. Unfortunately, this results in a metamorphosis, and whenever Banner becomes angry or outraged, he transforms into the Hulk. The Hulk is discovered, and Banner goes on the run, hoping to stay hidden while searching for a cure for his condition. The show only features the Hulk for about 15 minutes at most, with the majority of the story focusing on Banner's struggle to cope with his situation. While some may complain that the Hulk does not get enough screen time, the show is not solely about the monster, but rather the story of a man who wants to rid himself of his condition. Although the show is not entirely faithful to its comic book counterpart, the decision to alter the storyline was well received. The Hulk in this setting is more realistic, and strays away from the cheesiness often associated with comic book adaptations. The Incredible Hulk is a well-remembered series that was a part of many people's childhoods. Its enduring popularity is a testament to the compelling story and the memorable characters. Whether you're a fan of the comic book or new to the story, The Incredible Hulk is a show worth checking out. The Incredible Hulk's musical score, composed by Joe Harnell for the 1977 TV series, plays a significant role in complementing the narrative and emotional tone of the show. Harnell's main title theme, The Lonely Man, is a haunting and poignant piece that captures the isolation and inner turmoil of Dr. David Banner, the series' protagonist. Harnell drew inspiration from the character's emotional struggles, creating a score that subtly enhances the story's mood. The music underscores the tension and drama, while also highlighting moments of vulnerability and introspection. Harnell's use of piano and orchestral strings creates a sense of longing and melancholy, perfectly capturing the essence of the Hulk's dual nature. In an interview, Harnell mentioned, "I wanted to create something that would reflect the inner turmoil of the character. The music had to be as complex and multi-layered as Banner himself." The soundtrack also features various pop and rock songs from the 1970s, which help set the scene and reflect the era. These songs are often used to contrast the darker, more intense moments of the score, providing a sense of balance and variety. Larry Russo, the series' music editor, spoke about the process of integrating the score and soundtrack, stating, "We had to be careful with the music choices to ensure they complemented the narrative. The score and soundtrack work together to create a cohesive emotional experience for the viewer." The Incredible Hulk's music is a testament to the power of composition and storytelling, enhancing the series' emotional depth and resonance. Harnell's score, in particular, has become iconic, leaving a lasting impact on the world of television music. Bill Bixby, the actor who played David Banner in The Incredible Hulk, was careful about his son's television habits. He didn't want his son to watch the show because he feared it would be too scary for him to see his father transform into a green-skinned creature. Ted Cassidy, the uncredited narrator of the show's opening credits, also provided the Hulk's growls for the first 2 seasons. When Cassidy passed away in 1979, dubbed animal growls and growls by Charles Napier were used. The Incredible Hulk Slaves was Cassidy's final episode. During the Christmas season in 1981, WN in Chicago had Bob Full, dressed as the Hulk, film a number of season's greetings promos. These promos featured the Hulk running around Chicago with a giant WN symbol ornament. In conclusion, these behind-the-scenes facts add an interesting layer to the Incredible Hulk's legacy, showcasing the dedication of the cast and crew to bring the iconic character to life.
Now look, I warned you what to expect if you wave that kind of cash in front of me.
One of the most iconic scenes in the 1977 TV series The Incredible Hulk is the introduction sequence, where Dr. David Banner, played by Bill Bixby, transforms into the Hulk for the first time. The scene is a perfect example of the show's masterful direction, performance, and cinematography. The scene is set in a dark and ominous laboratory, where Dr. Banner is conducting an experiment on himself. The dim lighting and eerie music create a tense atmosphere, building suspense as the audience waits for the transformation to occur. The camera work is steady and deliberate, focusing on Banner's face as he becomes more and more agitated. Bixby's performance in this scene is exceptional. He expertly portrays Banner's fear, desperation, and determination, drawing the audience in and making them empathize with his character. As Banner's transformation begins, Bixby's physicality changes, conveying the character's pain and struggle. When the Hulk, played by Ferrigno, finally appears, the scene is both thrilling and terrifying. The Hulk's massive size and incredible strength are on full display, and the makeup and prosthetics used to create the character are incredibly detailed and convincing. Ferrigno's performance as the Hulk is impressive, capturing the character's raw power and animalistic nature. This iconic scene had a significant impact on the audience, introducing them to a new kind of superhero, one who was both relatable and terrifying. The scene set the tone for the rest of the series, which explored themes of identity, humanity, and the consequences of anger and violence. According to Bixby, the transformation scene was always a challenge because it had to be just right. Too much, and it would become comical. Too little, and it wouldn't be believable. Ferrigno echoed this sentiment, stating, "It was important to me that the Hulk be taken seriously, and that meant putting my all into every scene." The introduction scene in The Incredible Hulk is a masterclass in TV production, showcasing the talents of the cast and crew, and leaving a lasting impression on audiences to this day.
These true ones.
Come on, Rick, they're just kidding.
Ted Cassidy, known for voicing the Hulk and providing the show's opening narration, also lent his voice to other comic book adaptations during the 1970s. He worked on the Fantastic Four animated series, voicing Ben Grimm the Thing, and contributed to the Super Friends franchise, which featured characters from DC Comics. The series producer, Ken Johnson, was not a comic book fan and had little knowledge of the genre. He was assigned to develop the show due to his success with The $6 Million Man and The Bionic Woman, which incorporated comic book and superhero elements. Currently, Lou Ferrigno is the only surviving cast member of The Incredible Hulk. Bill Bixby passed away in 1993, and Jack Colvin, who also starred in the show, died in 2005. Ferrigno's survival makes him a unique link to the classic series.
How soon before the core begins to melt down?
15 minutes or less.
The 1977 TV series The Incredible Hulk had a significant cultural and social impact. The show resonated with audiences due to its unique blend of action, drama, and science fiction, which was not commonly found in television at the time. It featured the story of Dr. Bruce Banner, a scientist who transforms into a powerful green creature when he becomes angry, exploring themes of identity, anger management, and the consequences of scientific experiments. The series contributed to the growing popularity of superhero stories and influenced pop culture in various ways. The Hulk's distinctive appearance and catchphrase, "Don't make me angry," became instantly recognizable and have been referenced in numerous media forms since then. The show also helped to establish the career of actor Bill Bixby, who played Dr. Banner and introduced the concept of a reluctant hero to a wider audience. Moreover, The Incredible Hulk sparked discussions on relevant social and cultural themes. The character of Dr. Banner, a brilliant scientist who is ostracized by society due to his condition, can be seen as a metaphor for marginalization and discrimination. The show also explored the consequences of unchecked anger and aggression, which remains a relevant issue in contemporary society. Overall, The Incredible Hulk left a lasting impact on popular culture and contributed to important social discussions, making it a significant cultural artifact of the late 1970s. Diana Muldaur, who played Dr. Ann Fitzgerald on The Incredible Hulk, had trouble remembering her lines while working on Star Trek The Next Generation. To assist her, cue cards were used. Bill Bixby, who played Dr. David Banner, was initially hesitant about the role, but changed his mind after reading some comic books, and ultimately won the part. The show's creator, Kenneth Johnson, had planned to film a series finale where David Banner stood trial for the death of Elena Marks. However, due to the show's unexpected cancellation, no finale was ever written. Johnson did express his desire to have a final episode where Banner would be cured of the Hulk.
Used to sight read. Bach.
The 1977 TV series The Incredible Hulk received positive reviews from critics and audiences alike. The show was praised for its compelling storytelling, impressive special effects, and the powerful performance of Bill Bixby as David Banner. The character-driven plot and the exploration of Banner's struggle to control his inner rage were also highlighted as strengths of the series. Notable critics, such as John J. O'Connor from the New York Times, commended the show for its thoughtful approach to the comic book character and its ability to tackle complex themes. The audience reactions were overwhelmingly positive, with many viewers praising the show for its emotional depth and exciting action sequences. The Incredible Hulk was also recognized with several award nominations. In 1978, the show received an Emmy nomination for Outstanding Achievement in Film Sound Editing, and in 1979, it was nominated for a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Art Direction for a series. While the show did not win either award, the nominations themselves were a testament to the high production values and artistic merit of the series. These accolades were significant for those involved in the film, as they helped to establish The Incredible Hulk as a high-quality television series that was worthy of critical acclaim. The nominations and positive reviews also helped to attract a larger audience and solidify the show's place in television history. The enduring popularity of The Incredible Hulk is a testament to the talent and hard work of everyone involved in the production, and the accolades it received are a well-deserved recognition of those efforts.
Do something! Where did it come from? We're going down!
In the 1977 television series The Incredible Hulk, the tabloid journalist Jack McGee worked for the National Register, based in Chicago, which competed with Limelight magazine. The show's protagonist, David Banner, is depicted as both a physician and a nuclear physicist, differing from the comic books and Marvel Cinematic Universe, which only establish him as a physicist. The series features Diana Muldaur, who often portrays characters with the title Doctor. Her roles include the biologist Dr. Ann Mulhall, the psychologist Dr. Miranda Jones, and the physician Dr. Catherine Pulaski, all of whom share an open-minded perspective of the universe. This is a testament to Muldaur's versatile acting career, having played various professional roles in different productions.
Chess, think twice about everything you do, because, unlike chess, when this game's over...
The Incredible Hulk's production was filled with challenges and memorable moments. One instance involved Lou Ferrigno, who played the Hulk, having to navigate through a tight tunnel system on set. Due to his muscular build and the confined space, he had to be greased up to fit, leaving him stuck at one point. The crew had to carefully maneuver him out, creating an unforgettable experience for Ferrigno and the team. Bill Bixby, who portrayed Dr. Banner, was known for his professionalism and dedication. During a scene where he had to jump off a cliff, Bixby insisted on performing the stunt himself, despite the risks. His commitment to the role and the show's authenticity left a lasting impression on the cast and crew. Another anecdote involves the iconic Hulk transformation scene. To create the illusion of Bixby turning into the Hulk, the crew used a variety of techniques, including a complex lab setup and a series of quick cuts. The process was meticulously planned and required precise timing and coordination, making each transformation a small production within the larger show. Lastly, the show's theme music, composed by Joe Harnell, became a memorable part of the series. Harnell was initially hesitant to create a theme based on the Hulk's rage, as he wanted something more emotional and relatable, He eventually composed the now iconic piano melody, which added depth and humanity to the show's opening credits.
Base camp we talked about. I'll try and meet you there. Hal, contact search control. Tell them to call it off.
The production of the 1977 television series, The Incredible Hulk, had its challenges. Producer Kenneth Johnson found it difficult to work with Stan Lee, the comic book writer and creator of the Hulk, who offered story ideas that Johnson felt were unrealistic for television viewers. One notable instance occurred when Bill Bixby, who played the lead role of David Banner, was absent for an episode. This gave Jack Colvin the opportunity to take center stage in that particular episode. The name change from Bruce to David was not due to any perceived homosexual connotations of the name Bruce, as some urban legends suggest. Instead, Johnson disliked alliterative names, which are common in comic books. He found the name David to be more solid and fitting for the character. It's worth noting that in the comics, Banner's full name was Robert Bruce Banner, and his middle name, Bruce, was established in the series as well.
And I remembered the reward, so I figured I'd give you a try.
Good. This guy you work with.
The Incredible Hulk, a 1977 TV series, holds a significant place in film history. It was one of the first successful adaptations of a Marvel comic book character for the small screen. The show's portrayal of the Hulk, a mild-mannered scientist who transforms into a powerful green creature when angered, laid the groundwork for future Marvel adaptations. The series also had a substantial impact on filmmaking. It popularized the concept of a superhero narrative, where a character grapples with both their extraordinary abilities and personal struggles. This narrative structure has since become a staple in many superhero films and TV shows. The Incredible Hulk inspired numerous subsequent works. The most notable is the Marvel Cinematic Universe's Hulk, played by Mark Ruffalo, who first appeared in 2012's The Avengers. This film and its sequels continue to draw inspiration from the 1977 series, both in terms of the Hulk's character development and his visual design. Additionally, the series has influenced other media. It has been referenced in various cartoons, video games, and even other TV shows. The Hulk's iconic image, a green, muscular figure with rage in his eyes, has become synonymous with the superhero genre. In essence, the Incredible Hulk series of 1977 has left a lasting legacy in the world of film and television. Its innovative storytelling and iconic character have significantly influenced the way superheroes are portrayed in media today. Bill Bixby, who played Dr. David Banner in The Incredible Hulk, had to wear uncomfortable white contact lenses for his role, which even caused an allergic reaction in his eyes. The series was highly recognized during its run, earning multiple Emmy nominations, including for Outstanding Music Composition, Cinematography, and Lead Actress. Mariette Hartley was the only winner, but the show still set a record for Emmy nominations for a superhero television show up to that time. Years after the show's end, Lou Ferrigno, who played the Hulk, reprised his role in a 2001 commercial, promoting AGF investments in Canada. The Incredible Hulk's impact and success continue to be felt, even long after its final episode aired.
Not in combination with my herbs.
Logan, you ever consider...
Bill Bixby, initially hesitant about portraying a superhero, was won over by the Incredible Hulk pilot script, leading him to play David Banner. Lou Ferrigno, who played the Hulk, never spoke in the series, with his vocals being dubbed by other actors. However, Ferrigno went on to voice the Hulk in later animated projects and made cameos in live-action movies. Notably, the Hulk never punches anyone in the series, instead pushing or throwing his attackers. This was likely due to the show's aim to avoid excessive violence and the potential lethality of the Hulk's superhuman strength.
We go fishing, okay?
All right, you got a deal. Start counting.
1, 2, 3.
Bill Bixby, already a seasoned actor, found success in his third television series, The Incredible Hulk. His co-star, Lou Ferrigno, brought his own accomplishment to the show, being the youngest bodybuilder to hold the Mr. Universe title at the age of 20. However, the production was not without its challenges. During the show's later seasons, Bixby faced personal hardships, including the sudden illness and death of his young son, as well as the suicide of his ex-wife. These events took a toll on Bixby, and according to Ferrigno, Bixby's dedication to the show waned. Ferrigno noted that Bixby seemed to have lost his passion, and his heart was not fully in it.
We'd get that far.
We'll get that far.
The Incredible Hulk, a popular television series from the late 1970s and early 1980s, was distributed by Universal. Interestingly, Universal retained the film rights of the character for the next 30 years, resulting in the release of the films Hulk and The Incredible Hulk. Charles Napier, an actor who made guest appearances on both Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman and Superman the Animated Series, also appeared in The Incredible Hulk. Lou Ferrigno, the man who played the Hulk in The Incredible Hulk, has an impressive resume when it comes to the franchise. He played the Hulk in the live-action television series, provided the creature's voice in an animated series in the 1990s, appeared as a security guard in the 23 film Hulk, and played a security guard and voiced the Hulk in the 2008 film Incredible Hulk. In summary, the Incredible Hulk television series from the 1970s and 1980s had a lasting impact on the franchise, with Universal holding on to the film rights for the next 30 years, and Lou Ferrigno appearing in 4 different adaptations of the Frye series.
I'm sure it won't stop you now. Kimo-sabe.
The Incredible Hulk, a superhero show from the late 70s, received positive reviews and approval from Stan Lee himself. Starlog magazine described it as a promising series upon its debut. One of the actors in the show, Charles Napier, was born to a tobacco farmer and served in the Army for 3 years. After his service, he earned a bachelor's degree in art and worked as a substitute teacher before moving to Los Angeles. Napier's military background included being stationed in Germany with the 11th Airborne. His acting career took off in the mid-60s after his move to Los Angeles.
This may sound like a crazy coincidence, but I just saw something at the hospital that...
In the episode Prometheus of The Incredible Hulk, the character's name is derived from Greek mythology, symbolizing the theft of fire from the gods. This name is fitting as it draws a parallel to Stan Lee's original inspiration for the Hulk, the Frankenstein monster. Charles Napier, who played a significant role in The Incredible Hulk, also appeared in 2 Star Trek series, portraying contrasting characters. In the Star Trek episode The Way to Eden, he played a hippie, while in the Star Trek Deep Space Nine episode Little Green Men, he took on the role of a no-nonsense general at Area 51. Dr. Banner, the protagonist of The Incredible Hulk, had 2 wives. His first wife, Laura, died in a car accident, while his second wife, Dr. Carolyn Fields, died from a terminal illness. Their marriage took place when the 2nd season of the show began. The depiction of Dr. Banner's relationships added depth to his character and the overall narrative. Lou Ferrigno, known for his role as the Hulk, shares the distinction with Stan Lee of appearing in both the 2003 and 2008 Hulk movies. In the TV series, he co-starred with Bill Bixby and Shelley Fabre in an episode where they played strangers accused of murder. Interestingly, Fabre and Bixby had previously worked together in Clambake. In an unrelated anecdote, Ferrigno once appeared on a talk show with a wrestler named Terry Boulder, who was taller and larger than him. Boulder's friends, noting his size, nicknamed him Hulk, leading to his famous moniker, Hulk Hogan. This goes to show that the Hulk's influence extended beyond the TV series and into the world of professional wrestling. If the 1977 TV series The Incredible Hulk left an impression on you, we'd love to hear your stories. Share your memories and experiences related to this classic show. How did it affect you personally? In what ways did it influence your perspective on cinema? Your engagement is essential. Like, share, and subscribe for more cinematic explorations. Let's create a community where we can reminisce and appreciate the shows that have shaped our love for television. We believe that everyone has a unique story to tell, and we'd be thrilled to hear about your connection to the Incredible Hulk. So, don't hold back. Tell us all about it.
Is Kathy Allen being prepped?
They're moving her to OR now, Doctor.